Driftery rocking that teal with the white trim. AJ with the black trunks with the white trim. 3 minutes underway, round number 1. Driftery now back on a redemption arc. Driftery is one of our top 16 boxers, but in the tournament had a bit of an unlucky streak. So he is up for the elimination round.
Step back. Let's go.
And this time he only asked for not to fight the clinch goblin. So Driftery working out, trying a bit of a redemption arc. Now what's interesting is Driftery is now getting some training from Tornado, I believe, going to be working on his defense, which is the one part of his game that's really kind of like, everyone's like, yo, keep your hands up, Drift. So that's what I want to see if in this round, if he's going to keep his hands up. But now AJ, newcomer to the chat. I want to see where he's at, bro. So what's interesting is both of these fighters not afraid to fight in on the inside, and that's where Driftery honestly loves to fight. Driftery began his boxing career here. Bit of a fan of Hajime no Ippo, right? Wanted to see if he could make Ippo style work in VR. We got a little bit of lag, just a tiny bit, but hopefully not too much to endanger the match. Now Driftery is most annoyed by clinching, something that when the clinch system was involved kind of messed up his flow. He got in a little too close, but now Driftery working behind that peekaboo stance, keeping it moving. We're not seeing a lot of the old Driftery where he used to go for the liver blow, go for the gazelle punch, little Dempsey roll, and now Driftery's more grounded. But AJ coming in, landing some significant shots on the inside. I wonder if someone's going to get some points deducted this time around. They're like mirrors of each other. This is kind of scary. AJ, though, having more of a reach advantage here, so he does have the ability to fight a bit more in the mid-range, taking advantage of that right now, tagging Driftery with a few shots to the body.
Box on.
But both of them not afraid to go in for a little slugfest. AJ does have a bit of the advantage, but Driftery has a surprise jab. Working those straights now, something unusual for Driftery, but again, the hands are not being kept up, but a little bit of a slugfest on the inside, and bam! Big left coming down for Driftery, and look at the excitement for your boy. Your boy been looking for that for a long time, for many, many, many matches. Cross counter. That boy was so happy, y'all. That boy was so happy. Man, he been waiting for that knockdown for like the last 5 matches. Round number 1 everything going Driftery's way. Driftery just has to keep it locked in and keep it calm. AJ still working the body, working on that consistent damage. And you got to be careful, AJ. You can't get in there too close.
Hey, stop.
Round 1 coming to a close. Round 1, Driftery's round. Man, that man's so happy. Y'all saw that? I ain't never seen somebody so happy for a knockdown in my life, bro. I've been waiting all night for this. Mans was definitely about to jump out the ring, Kobenomics. You know what I'm saying? He was so happy. We all happy. We all happy for him, right? But you know who not happy right now? AJ. AJ looking to hurt this man. AJ like, look, I ain't happy. I need some black boy joy for myself. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what the adjustment is for AJ. AJ getting a little too close in there with Driftery. Driftery was known as one of the bigger power punchers in V3. A lot of the wind got taken out of his sails, right? UFC, appreciate you for dropping that link, man. Yeah, for everybody who wants to join in the chat, if you want to join the Discord, go ahead and hit that link. Lock in with us.
Okay, get ready. Box on.
All right, round number 2 underway. Driftery feeling good, up 1 round. AJ now being forced to make the adjustments. Now AJ does have the option. And you see he switched stances. He's not getting in there too close with Driftery. Right now, what I want to see more from AJ is the jab. I want to see him work the jab on the outside a bit more. He has that option. Such long arms, and he's letting Driftery cross that void for free, paying no toll. The man is coming in here tax-free, rent-free, and this is where he wants to be. But I do like the head movement from AJ, though. Got to be careful. Do not slip into one of Driftery's hooks. There we go. Driftery, a very square fighter, Kobenomics. Very square fighter, right? He actually used to fight a lot more like Mike Tyson or Hajime no Ippo, but now he's just pretty square. So you really can't tell which side is his power side. But I can tell you that left to the liver used to be deadly. He's gotten several knockdowns on that, and it was the left that knocked out AJ in the first round, so you got to really be careful of the left. And what's interesting, once Tainado gets a hold of him and starts training him up, ooh, it's going to be a whole different Driftery. But right now, AJ has to figure it out. And AJ has landed some good blows. He's getting some good head movement in, mitigating some damage, but not a lot of return fire. He's just kind of staying in Driftery's range and taking a beating. And again, fighting on the inside. This is where Driftery is most comfortable. You don't want to fight the man on his own common ground. You got to make him comfortable. And there we go. Snap that jab out there. And I want to see you backing up too. Lock horns once again. This is where Drift wants to be.
Step back. Let's go.
Snap that thing out there. You got the right hand out. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, there you go, AJ. Target the body. With fighters with longer arms, I want to see them jabbing when they step out too. Jab backwards. You see somebody coming in, move back and jab. The jab is doing work for him. But what was happening here is, okay, all right, Driftery looking a little confused. The jab is working for him, but he's using jab in only one way. He's not stepping out with the jab. He's not stepping back with the jab. He's not doubling up on the jab, right? And then he's not using another punch off of the jab. The jabs are getting through. He's finding the range. And here we go. Round number 2 coming to a close. Jay finding a weapon in his arsenal that can be used to effect. Now round number 3 comes in. I got to wonder if Jay's going to now build off of that jab coming into the last round. Driftery being allowed to stay pretty comfortable in his optimal comfortable play style. He's not been made to feel too uncomfortable in this round. He's up with a knockdown on round 1. Right now, Jay is the man in the hot seat. He is the one that has to make Driftery uncomfortable, and we've seen Driftery uncomfortable before with people who can outbox, outrange, outpunch him, right? And let's see what Jay's gonna do. He's learning, he's adapting. We got one more round. Now, if you're AJ, right, the pressure is definitely on for sure.
Okay, ready?
Right? You gotta be feeling the pressure. You know, feeling like you're down. But guess what? You can definitely win. There we go. Now he's starting to use his foot. Now he's looking like a different AJ.
Blue, take a step back. Let's fight.
Driftery getting caught on the holding charges. And it's as if AJ sped up in this third round.
Box.
Ooh, Driftery there, shooting in, getting in close, and now Driftery is in home base. And AJ not being able to get Driftery off him, forced to engage into the close range, and this is where Driftery wants to be. AJ's got to keep him at distance, and if he gets in too close, just clinch him. You know the judge ain't going to say nothing. Driftery wailing away on AJ. AJ slipping, getting out of the way, but no return fire on the counter. No body shots, no real opportunity being taken based off of these openings that he's creating. Here we go, back into the slugfest, trying to work some body shots in. Here goes AJ, making Driftery miss. He's got some good head movement. Now we're starting to see him return some fire back.
Let's fight.
Okay, Jay going back to that mid-range jab. Ooh, big right hook coming in from Jay. The crowd really loved to see that. And now he gets a little bit of a breather, but what I want to see from Jay is a little bit more aggression. Ooh, there we go. That right hook finds home again. And now Driftery's in trouble. Those hooks are doing work. Jay, you only got a minute left, brother. You can do it. Snapping that jab out. Going back to those body shots again. Driftery's natural defense is there for the body. Ooh, hooks landing in. AJ now putting together the puzzle.
Hey, stop it. Move.
Here we go. Frustrating Driftery getting a little bit of a breather. Not 100% what is going on with my mic. Thank you, Kobenomics. I'm not really sure. Let me know if my mic is sounding a little bit better, guys. And did that just start happening, Kobenomics? Let me know. Okay, sounds a bit better now. I know a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we're back. Last couple of seconds left in this match. Ooh, here we go. Couple of hooks coming in from Driftery. The slugfest trying to go for the last bit of points, showing those judges. AJ showing a lot of life, and there we go. Good fight all the way to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the blue corner.
And there we have it. Your boy Driftery coming out with a win. It has been a dry spell for Driftery, and today he comes out with a dub, 29-27 in favor of your winner for tonight out of the blue corner, Driftery. All right, let's take a look at that scorecard. 10-8, 9-10. Jay coming back in the second round, though. We got to pay attention to that. But Driftery closing it out. I mean, the knockdown in the first round was not able to be overcome by your boy. Let's look at the damage, though. Jay was putting out the damage. So unfortunate. So unfortunate, man. He was putting in work. He was definitely, I'm telling you, the jabs were doing work. He was landing. You know what I mean? But man, that knockdown, if it wasn't for that knockdown, it would have been a whole different story. But shout outs to your winner, Driftery, for tonight. And shout out to AJ coming in for the sub. Let me lock in with the homies real quick. Fellas, let me holla at you. Driftery, let me unmute. All right, yep, Driftery. Let me unmute Driftery there. Drift. Let me make sure. Bam. Bam. We got Iron Vitality versus Timmy.
Hold on.
You.
Yo, man.
Let me holla at you real quick. What's up?
I finally did it, man.
You.
I thought I'm missing piece.
You said you was gonna be back today. You DM'd me and said you was back. You was gonna work on something, dude. What was the secret? What did you figure out?
I was spamming too much. I was uncalculated. What I had to do was figure out my rhythm. You know, Ricardo Martinez from Ajay.
Yeah. So you done switched up to Ricardo style?
No, I stole his jab.
I told you had a good jab a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, but I kind of refined it, so now I wouldn't miss all the time.
Okay.
That's fun, isn't it?
So I heard you was training with Tai Noto. Is this true?
No, I was with Jester. The guy that defeated Pig.
So you're not going to train with Tai Noto?
I was never trained with Tornado.
Damn. I thought you were going to train with Tai Noto. Look, man. Well, I'm glad you're figuring it out, man. I'm glad you're finding your groove, man. Continue to keep adjusting. Keep growing, man. And hopefully we see you back here next week. Remember, the ranked ladder starts next Saturday. So lock in the ranked chat. We're going to be setting up the challenges starting tomorrow.
I will show up next week for sure.
Bet. All right. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. AJ, got to holla at you, bro.
Yo,
AJ, first time out, dog. Very unfortunate, man. You had more damage than Driftery that time. The knockdown in that first round was crucial. You had the versatility, the longer arms, you snapping out the jab, you're able to fight in on the inside. Man, today just wasn't your day, bro. But dog, welcome to Ringside VR. So glad to see you fight for the first time, man. Are we gonna see you back here next week?
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, dog. Come back again, man, for real.
All right, bet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So